Winning begins in the mind. Before you cross the finish line, before the trophy is in your hands, before the world applauds, you must declare to yourself, I'm going to win. These words are not just a statement, they are a commitment, a promise, and a challenge. Every day you face obstacles, doubters, setbacks, and fears that will try to convince you otherwise. But the moment you say, I'm going to win, you take ownership of your destiny. You tell your mind, your heart, and your spirit that surrender is not an option. Winning is not about luck. Winning is about belief, persistence, and action. Belief is the first ingredient in victory. When you truly believe that success is not only possible but inevitable, your mind begins to find solutions where others see problems. Your energy aligns with your actions, your focus becomes sharper, your patience deeper, and your resilience stronger. Saying I'm going to win is a mental commitment to never giving up, even when the odds are stacked against you. Your attention is a big trick in the dock. Every setback becomes a setup, every failure a lesson, and every challenge an opportunity to strengthen your resolve. Victory is also about vision. Winners see the finish line clearly before they reach it. They visualize success, not as a distant dream, but as a tangible reality. This vision fuels determination when motivation fades, discipline when fear rises, and perseverance when obstacles seem insurmountable. Every time doubt whispers, you repeat your mantra, I'm going to win. These words are the compass that guides you through the storm, the fuel that propels you forward, and the shield that protects your confidence. Winning is never easy. Life will throw challenges, failures, and betrayals in your path. But obstacles are not signs to quit. They are proof that you are on the right path. Every great champion, every successful entrepreneur, every world-class athlete has faced adversity. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey was told she would never succeed in television. J.K. Rowling faced rejection after rejection before publishing Harry Potter. Each of them faced the pressure to give up, yet each declared, I'm going to win, and acted relentlessly despite the setbacks. Obstacles are also opportunities in disguise. When life pushes you down, you learn to rise stronger. Every challenge tests your determination, patience, and willpower. It forces you to adapt, grow, and evolve. When you approach obstacles with the mindset of a winner, no barrier is permanent. The only thing that can stop you is surrendering to fear, doubt, or hesitation. Remember, winners don't wait for the path to be smooth. They make their own path and conquer every challenge along the way. Fear is the greatest obstacle of all. Fear tells you that you are not ready, that you are not good enough, that the odds are too high. But fear is also a signal that you are on the edge of growth. To win, you must face fear head-on. Step forward even when your heart is racing. Take action even when doubt whispers in your ear. Every act of courage builds momentum. Every confrontation with fear strengthens resolve. And every challenge overcome confirms that your declaration, I'm going to win, is not empty words but a reality in the making. Persistence is what separates the winners from the rest. Many people quit just before success arrives. They give up after a single setback, a failed attempt, or a delayed result. But the truth is simple. Winners persist. They rise every time they fall. They take the next step even when the journey feels endless. Persistence is built from small victories repeated every day, from the refusal to surrender, and from the commitment to see things through no matter how long it takes. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Every failure could have ended his efforts, but he persisted. I haven't failed, he said. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That mindset is what winning demands. Persistence through discomfort, persistence through doubt, persistence when the world tells you no. Every no, every rejection, every obstacle is just a test of your persistence. Declare it now, I'm going to win, and then back it up with relentless action. Persistence is not just about time, it is about intensity. It is about showing up even when your energy is low, your mind is tired, and your body aches. It is about taking imperfect steps forward consistently. Momentum is created through repeated action, and winners understand that momentum is more powerful than fleeting inspiration. Every effort compounds, and every act of persistence brings you closer to victory. Winning starts in the mind. Every champion knows that. Before you can succeed externally, you must conquer your internal world. Doubt, fear, and negative self-talk are the silent killers of ambition. To rise above them, you must cultivate a winner's mindset, one that refuses to accept excuses, one that sees opportunity where others see obstacles, and one that believes relentlessly in the inevitability of victory. Saying "I'm going to win" is not enough if your mind does not fully accept it. A winner's mind visualizes success daily, plans strategically, and commits unconditionally to action. The mindset of a winner also requires resilience. Setbacks, failures, and criticism are inevitable, but winners view them as temporary and solvable. They understand that life will test them repeatedly, not to punish, but to prepare. Every challenge becomes a lesson, every obstacle an opportunity to grow stronger. Winners do not dwell on mistakes. They analyze, learn, adjust, and continue. This mental toughness separates those who achieve greatness from those who settle for mediocrity. A champion's mind is focused, disciplined, and unwavering because it knows that victory is not a gift, but the product of thought, action, and persistence. Talent and ambition are meaningless without discipline and focus. Winners do not rely solely on inspiration or raw ability. They create routines, habits, and systems that consistently drive them toward their goals. Discipline means showing up when you don't feel like it, putting in the work when no one is watching, and maintaining focus despite distractions, setbacks, and temptations to quit. Focus is the laser-like attention on the target that blocks out every irrelevant noise. Together, discipline and focus are the engine that converts intention into action. Many people fail not because they lack skill, but because they lack consistency. They start with enthusiasm, but fatigue, obstacles, or external opinions derail them. Winners, on the other hand, commit to relentless execution. They break down massive goals into daily actions, measure progress, and refuse to compromise standards. Saying "I'm going to win" is powerful, but backing it with daily focused effort is what transforms words into reality. Discipline turns belief into results. Focus ensures that every effort moves you closer to victory. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Winners understand that each failure carries lessons essential for growth. Every defeat, rejection, or setback is a feedback mechanism, highlighting what needs improvement, what strategies must change, and which areas require more effort. Saying "I'm going to win" does not guarantee you will never fall, but it guarantees that every fall is temporary if you rise stronger. Embracing failure also requires humility and courage. Humility to accept your mistakes, learn from them, and avoid repeating them. Courage to continue despite fear of judgment, disappointment, or embarrassment. Michael Jordan missed thousands of shots in his career, but each miss fueled his drive to improve. Thomas Edison encountered countless failed experiments, yet each one brought him closer to invention. Winners do not fear failure, they welcome it as a necessary step toward mastery. The more you embrace setbacks as opportunities, the stronger, smarter, and more prepared you become to claim victory. The stories of champions inspire belief. Muhammad Ali floated like a butterfly, stung like a bee, and became a legend not just because of talent, but because of relentless confidence, preparation, and refusal to quit. Serena Williams dominated tennis courts for decades, pushing through injuries, setbacks, and criticism with determination and focus. Elon Musk risked billions to create companies that defied conventional wisdom, facing near bankruptcy and ridicule. Each of these individuals declared, "I'm going to win," even when the odds were stacked against them. Their achievements are not miracles. They are the results of vision, discipline, persistence, and mental toughness. Every champion faced fear, doubt, and failure, yet their commitment to rise and succeed was unshakable. These stories serve as mirrors. They show that victory is possible for anyone willing to work relentlessly, learn from mistakes, and refuse to give up. Inspiration is not just entertainment. It is a blueprint for action. Every time you study a champion's journey, you uncover strategies, mindset shifts, and habits that you can adopt in your own pursuit of success. Victory begins in the mind long before it appears in reality. Winners visualize success with unwavering clarity. They see the finish line, feel the triumph, and imagine the rewards as if they had already arrived. Visualization is more than daydreaming. It is a mental rehearsal that prepares the mind, body, and spirit to perform at peak levels. When you declare, "I'm going to win," and combine it with vivid, consistent visualization, your brain begins to identify opportunities, overcome obstacles, and align actions with your goals. Belief is the engine behind visualization. Doubt clouds judgment, slows momentum, and saps energy, while belief fuels courage, persistence, and focus. Champions know that the mind cannot differentiate between imagined success and real preparation. It responds to consistent mental rehearsal. By believing in your inevitable victory, you program yourself to act decisively, resist fear, and pursue goals relentlessly. Visualization is the bridge between intention and action, and belief is the fuel that propels you across it. Every time you see yourself winning, you are one step closer to making it real. Action is meaningless without consistency. Momentum is created by repeated, deliberate steps toward your goal, even in the face of fatigue, fear, or doubt. Winners do not wait for inspiration, they create it through relentless motion. Each small victory compounds over time, transforming effort into results and intention into reality. Declaring "I'm going to win" is powerful, but it becomes unstoppable only when backed by continuous action. Momentum is also emotional. Every time you take a step forward, you gain confidence. Every time you persist despite obstacles, your determination strengthens. The accumulation of these efforts builds a force that cannot easily be stopped. Momentum turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It converts fear into energy, hesitation into courage, and doubt into clarity. The key is simple. Start, keep moving, repeat. Small steps taken consistently create results that seem impossible at first but become inevitable over time. Momentum is the reward of persistent action, and it propels winners toward the ultimate prize, victory. Fear and doubt are universal. Every person who has ever achieved greatness has faced them. They whisper that you are not ready, that failure is imminent, and that quitting is easier than fighting. But winners understand that fear and doubt are signals, not stop signs. They are indicators that you are about to grow, stretch, and transcend previous limits. To declare "I'm going to win" means acting despite fear, committing despite doubt, and moving forward even when the outcome is uncertain. Overcoming fear requires courage expressed through action. Every time you confront uncertainty, take the step that scares you and refuse to yield, you weaken fear's grip and strengthen your own resolve. Doubt disappears not through rational thought, but through repeated proof that you can succeed. By facing fear head-on and acting anyway, you transform hesitation into power, anxiety into focus, and insecurity into confidence. Winning is never the absence of fear. It is the mastery of it. Every champion has walked this path. They feel the fear, but they refuse to surrender to it. Now is the time to commit. Saying "I'm going to win" is more than words. It is a lifestyle, a habit, and a declaration that mediocrity will not define you. The path will be difficult, the journey long, and the challenges relentless. But every step forward, every act of persistence, every decision to rise after a fall brings you closer to triumph. You are capable of more than you know. You are stronger than your fears, smarter than your doubts, and braver than your hesitation. Victory is not given, it is claimed. And it is claimed by those who refuse to quit. Be unstoppable. Commit to action every single day. Visualize success, believe in it, and act relentlessly. Treat failure as a lesson, setbacks as fuel, and fear as a guidepost toward growth. Momentum will build, courage will grow, and your dreams will move closer with every step. Declare it now, live it daily, and never waver. I'm going to win. This is not a dream, not a hope, not a wish. This is a commitment, a promise to yourself, and the beginning of your unstoppable journey. Winning is not a one-time act. It is a result of daily habits and small choices made consistently over time. Every morning you choose to rise early, to focus, to push past comfort. You are building the foundation of victory. Winners understand that success is compounded by routines, reading to grow, exercising to strengthen, planning to clarify, and acting to execute. Each day is an opportunity to reinforce your commitment. "I'm going to win" is repeated not just in words, but in deliberate, disciplined action. Habits are the invisible architecture of your future. The small, repeated efforts, showing up, practicing, learning, adjusting, shape outcomes far more than a single grand gesture. A winner does not wait for motivation. They cultivate habits that generate momentum even when energy is low. This consistency turns vision into reality and transforms potential into tangible results. Each day, your habits are either moving you closer to victory or farther from it. Champions choose wisely. Every habit becomes a brick in the road that leads to your ultimate triumph. There will be moments when the world seems stacked against you, when obstacles appear insurmountable, criticism relentless, and fatigue overwhelming. These are the moments that separate the winners from everyone else. Persistence is the secret weapon of the unstoppable. Saying I'm going to win is meaningless without the courage to continue when every part of you wants to quit. Every setback, every loss, every closed door is an invitation to rise stronger, to dig deeper, and to push farther than you thought possible. Persistence is more than stubbornness. It is strategy, focus, and courage combined. It requires learning from failure, adapting quickly, and refusing to surrender to temporary defeat. The people who achieve greatness are not immune to difficulty. They simply refuse to let it define them. They understand that momentum is built by continuous effort, resilience is forged in the fire of adversity, and victories are earned by those who persist relentlessly. Keep moving, keep fighting. Keep taking steps forward. Winners do not stop until they cross the finish line. Failure is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Every great achiever has failed, sometimes spectacularly, before finding success. Each failure carries a lesson hidden beneath the pain, disappointment, and frustration. To declare, I'm going to win, is to accept that failure will happen, and to commit to rising stronger every single time. Failure is proof that you are trying, growing, and challenging yourself. Without it, there would be no progress, no mastery, no evolution. The key is perspective. Winners do not see failure as a verdict on their ability, but as feedback on their approach. They ask, what can I learn? How can I improve? Where is the opportunity? By reframing failure as growth, you transform temporary defeat into permanent strength. Every setback becomes a stepping stone, every disappointment a lesson, and every mistake a guide to future success. The more you embrace and analyze your failures, the more unstoppable you become. Failure is not final, quitting is. If you're serious about taking action in your life, stop waiting and start now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because here on this channel, we bring you daily motivation, life-changing insights, and the push you need to stop procrastinating and start achieving. Don't just watch, take action, and let's rise together. This is your moment. No one else will declare victory for you, fight your battles, or step into your greatness. The words "I'm going to win" are not just motivation. They are a call to action. Your journey starts now, today, this very second. Stop waiting for permission, stop waiting for luck, and stop waiting for anyone to believe in you. Believe in yourself. Stand tall. Take the first step, then the next, then the next. Momentum will build, courage will rise, and your victory will become inevitable. The world will challenge you, doubt you, and test you, but every trial is a proving ground. Every fear is an opportunity. Every obstacle is a reminder that the prize is worth the fight. Declare it loud, live it daily, and act relentlessly. I'm going to win. I refuse to quit. I will rise, I will fight, and I will conquer. Your dreams are waiting, your goals are calling. The world is ready for the greatness only you can deliver. Stand up, take action, and claim what is yours. This is your time. This is your victory. This is your life.